Formula One, as a series, has run every year since 1950, and during this time, a number of tracks have gained iconic status. Many of those, such as the Hockenheimring and Kyalami, have dropped off the calendar due to financial problems, the changing requirements of Formula One, or have just fallen out of favour. Some, such as Monaco, Monza and Silverstone, have survived due to their incredible popularity and continued support of the sport. In some cases though, F1 has evolved beyond those tracks, despite them still featuring each season. In the case of the two Italian circuits of Monza and Imola, F1's boss has said that they could soon be gone from the sport. Today, I'll check out what Stefano Domenicali has said about the future of F1 in Italy, and give an update on the brand new Madrid Grand Prix, so don't go anywhere. The Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari, known as Imola for short, and the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza are two of Formula One's classic circuits. Combined, the two have hosted 105 Grand Prix and will host another two this year. The Imola circuit returned to the calendar during the COVID-19 crisis and secured a multi-year contract up until this year after being absent since 2006. During 2020, when international travel was made difficult by the COVID-19 pandemic, having two races in Italy just 3 hours apart made sense. The teams didn't have to try and load everything onto planes and send it across the world. With restrictions on travel changing day to day depending on where you were, there was no guarantee that if F1 arrived at a circuit, they'd then be able to leave a week or so later. The multi-year contract, which saw the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix return, is coming to an end this season though, and with a number of circuits offering big money for their chance in motorsport's most famous series, this could be the last race in Imola for a while. Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali has pointed out that F1 is unlikely to be able to sustain 2 races per season in his native Italy in future seasons. Italy has always been and will be an important part of Formula One, Domenicali told Italian radio channel RAI. It will be increasingly difficult to have 2 races in the same country because interest in F1 is growing, and it's a situation we will have to deal with in the coming months, added Domenicali, who was born in Imola. It's hard for this situation with Imola and Monza to continue together on the calendar for long. Italy has been the centre of Formula One from the very beginning, with Ferrari, Maserati and Alfa Romeo all having featured in Formula One's very first season. The country has supplied 100 drivers to the sport, though none have won an F1 championship since Alberto Ascari in 1953. However, having 2 races so close to each other, attracting the same fan base, doesn't help grow the international image of Formula One. With Monza having a contract until 2031, sadly, Domenicali's statement seems to spell the end for Formula One in Imola for the time being. While it is a shame to see such an iconic track leave the F1 calendar, the loss of Imola may not upset F1 fans too much. During its 6-year return to the sport, it has consistently been at the bottom of the overtake charts, providing very little opportunity for the current breed of F1 cars to make a pass. Domenicali went on to say that he was thankful for Imola helping the sport during its time of need. "I do not forget that Imola responded at a time of great difficulty, that of COVID," Domenicali confirmed. "When there was a need to find new places, they responded immediately with the enthusiasm and ability of an entire city." While Imola is gone for now, this may not be the last we see of the circuit. F1 has been floating the idea of rotating circuits on a year-by-year basis. When Monza's contract does run out at the end of the 2031 season, then Imola may be able to return on a rotational basis. For now, however, it will have to take a backseat. The 2025 F1 season has seen the calendar expanded to a record-breaking 24 F1 races. According to the teams, this is likely as many as they could realistically manage. The burnout from being away from home and families for 24 weeks a year is too much for many already, with teams now rotating pit crews and stationing as many people at their factories, race control rooms as possible. If Formula One management was given its way, there would probably be 40 races a season for maximum screen time and maximum income from tracks. That isn't going to happen though, so instead Formula One management has essentially been auctioning off spaces on the F1 calendar to the highest bidder. Whichever circuit, or I should probably say city at this point, can pay the highest amount can host an F1 race. Madrid will be the latest addition to Formula One next season, replacing the outgoing race at Imola. The original plans for the track were ridiculed by fans, with one corner appearing in the middle of a straight, which was just a pre-existing roundabout. The roundabout was pretty quickly altered on the track map, and progress has been made since then. One big step that hadn't happened yet, though, was the start of work on the circuit. With the race just a year away, the organisers of the Madrid Grand Prix hadn't even secured a construction company to begin working on paddock buildings, stands, hospitality buildings, and most importantly, the actual track, which you kind of need one of to be able to run the Grand Prix. Well, that has now happened. On Tuesday, a contract was signed with Spanish construction firm Acciona and France's Eiffage Construction, who will form a joint venture to construct the 5.47-kilometer circuit close to Madrid's Barajas Airport, around the IFEMA fairgrounds. Work is now expected to start in May, which is already a month later than expected, with the actual race expected to be in September next season, meaning the contractors have at most 17 months to finish the work. The Madrid mayor said, "At last, after more than 40 years, Formula One will return, in this case to the streets of Madrid, because it will be a street circuit, which is in line with what F1 wants, urban circuits. We offered them that possibility, they accepted, and therefore the people of Madrid will be able to enjoy Formula One in 2026. But the best proof that it is going to take place, I insist, is that in May work will begin on the circuit. 2026 will see 2 races in Spain, with the Barcelona Grand Prix at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya still on the calendar. But that will be the Barcelona circuit's last race, with its contract up at the end of next season. The temporary Madrid circuit will be built in the area of Campo de las Naciones, which is around 18.6 miles northeast of the city centre. The area is essentially an exhibition centre, hosting various large-scale international events. The area is also quite literally across the road from Madrid's airport, which was a big plus in the eyes of FOM. The 5.47-kilometer circuit will have 22 corners and 2 tunnels, which will take the cars under an existing roadway. The highlight of the circuit will be the 180-degree Turn 10, which is going to be banked like the last corner at Zandvoort, with some reports saying that the banking could be as steep as 30 degrees. Whether that is realistic or not, though, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, F1 is headed to Madrid because of the amount of money they offered the sports owners, Liberty Media. But the circuit is offering more than just money. The IFEMA buildings, which will host the race, are very eco-friendly, running on 100% renewable energy. They're also planning to be running as a zero-waste disposal site by 2026, which basically means nothing at the site will get put in landfill. In addition, the race's location makes it very easy for fans to attend, something Liberty Media has really pushed for. The circuit will have an initial capacity of 110,000, before increasing to 140,000 over the first half of its contract. There is a metro station to help fans get to and from the race, which will reduce the amount of cars travelling to the circuit, something that has always been an issue for traditional circuit races such as Barcelona or Spa-Francorchamps. Will the circuit provide good racing? Well, for now, no one knows. With the circuit being specifically designed for Formula One, you would hope that the track has been well designed with overtaking in mind. But with it being designed as a technical regulation to changes, the designers will have had to use some guesswork. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. What do you think about Imola leaving the calendar? Are you excited for the Madrid Grand Prix? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you want to support the channel, then make sure to check out our merch store at f1reverse.com to get yourself some sweet F1 inspired gear. Until next time, drive safe and bye for now.